What's going on? What's going on? It is your boy, Smooth Blaze, and I would like to welcome you back to Under Reconstruction, Transformation of the Mind, the Body, and the Spirit. Session 3, Part 2. Now, before we go into the major hints or details of this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Also, hit that notification bell, select all, so you will not miss one video. Now, previously, on last week, we discussed about spirituality. Who do we lean on for guidance? Is it God? Is it mentors? Is it religious leaders? Is it a family member? It's a variety of people that you can use in order to get guidance from. Now, as I reflect on what we talked about last week and we go into something new and something that's a little bit deeper than what most people like to discuss, I have a question to ask myself and for you. Do I feel like my spirit is being fed more than my flesh? Or in other words, do I feed my spirit more than my flesh? So I thought of some examples of ways that we feed our flesh versus our spirit. So first thing is money. Money puts people in different classes and puts people in different categories. Meaning that if you got a lot of money, you in this category. If you ain't got a lot of money, you in this category. Means it causes separation based off of what your financial situation is. It has nothing to do with your spirit, just being honest. So that's one example. Number 2, power and influence. People like to leverage this when it comes to status, degrees, certifications, honors, rewards, fortune, fame. This persona is what most people like to hold on a banner for themselves, but it does nothing for your spirit. Example 3, tangible items just in general. Cars, clothes, jewelry, shoes, name brand items. They do everything to make your flesh look fly, look good. Even being in a car that's worth millions of dollars make you look good. But at the end of the day, are we really feeding our spirit? So the word that came to mind just from understanding all this is energy. And when I did a search in the dictionary, I found that the energy is the strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity. And energy is very important. The energy we put into certain things, or we put a lot of traction towards, or a lot of time, effort into, is what we're investing in. So I want to step back and give you some tips on ways to improve or to feed your spirit more than your flesh. Make sure you take time to get a pen and pad, write these down, because they may be useful to you. So number 1, make God your main priority in life. Meaning, above all things, get a good understanding and understand who's in control of your life from a journey, prospects, all the way down to the day that you're gone. So understand that He's the main priority, meaning that He opened doors in the kingdom that will allow you to do things that most people can't. So always put Him first. Number 2, ask God for guidance in every situation. Don't ever go into any situation that you're going into not asking Him or seeking Him for guidance, because He lays out a blueprint for you that everything moves smoothly. If God don't want you to do certain things, or God doesn't want you in certain situations, He gonna pull you right out immediately. That's number 2. Number 3, set up time to learn His word consistently. For me, what I do is 2 or 3 days out the week, I go back, talk to God, and say, Lord, just try to help me, guide me through this path. I open up His book. I'm in 1 Kings right now. So I'm going through and learning about King Solomon, his transition from David having the power going into King Solomon and what he's doing right now. So it's interesting how everything happens where one side power is passed to the next person. But it's just a beautiful thing. So when you read this word, go through each section of each chapter, realize and try to gain some knowledge from that so you can understand how it applies to your life. Number 4, apply these revelations God gives you to your life. Woo! Yes, sir. Now, when I mean revelations, the key word is reveal. And when you're revealing something to somebody for the first time, you can read a scripture twice and don't get the same interpretation. As you get older, God reveals things to you to bring you more guidance and wisdom. So when you feed your spirit, a lot of your fleshly desires start to change more than what you think. So that's number 4. Number 5, connect with persons who are building or who are working to build better relationships with God. You have to be connected to different counterparts who are on the same playing field, the same level, are trying to do the same things as you. That's very essential. Your circle is your definition of who gonna be going to battle with you. You got to have that, because an individual by himself, you can do well, but eventually you may fall because there's strength in numbers. Shout out to Golden State, strength in numbers. But be connected with people that are trying to achieve the same goal as you. And last but not least, 6, practice. Not Drake, but practice humility. It's a hard thing for certain people, not necessarily for me. It's just going through life, understanding that you have been blessed with so much. You've been blessed to wake up. You've been blessed to have clothes on your back. You've been blessed to have the ability to drive a car, the ability to see, just those basic essential things. Just realize that in everything that you do, you have to be humble and always make sure he gets the glory above all things. Remember that you're just a vessel. So out of all these 6 tips, man, I really believe that this helps to bring my life and my mindset from a different perspective. But at the end of the day, you can pick and choose certain things in here that fits you. But at the same time, it's just my way of expressing how to feed your spirit versus feeding your flesh. Now, as we close, I'd like to thank you once again for checking out my video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Hit that notification bell, select all. But before we go, remember this phrase: we cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we most definitely can move with a purpose. It is your boy, Smooth Blaze, and I'm signing out. Peace and love.